That's WIII-FM. What's in it for me? The question every marketer must address.
Hello everybody, this is Brian Sykes with the AI Lab, and welcome to my son Wesley's room. I'm sitting at his desk, which is a perfect jump and introduction into the topic we're going to be talking about today. You know, he's got all these cool collections. I remember when this got stepped on and pulled out of the beach. You know, these little things that he, as a treasure hunter, is always finding. It's really fascinating because it shows such diversity in interest. You know, as young minds and creative minds both are constantly on the search for new ideas and inspiration. With that in mind, this is actually where this whole thing takes place. Here's 20,000 Hertz. It's one of my favorite podcasts, and I was listening to the current radio station Jingles, 80 Years of Earworms, and this was just a fantastic podcast. I love the story, and it kind of got me into this thinking as I'm taking a nice long walk with my dog. What about playing with this as a concept? What if I created a jingle for a radio station that doesn't exist, but it touches on another part of my life, which was branding and marketing? So in that space, the radio station that all people are listening to is WIII-FM, and that is What Is In It For Me. Okay, so with that mindset, I decided to let's explore this a little bit. First, I went to Chachi BT, and with Chachi BT, I began a conversation, and it goes like this. I was just thinking about vintage radio jingles for radio stations from the 50s through 70s. The call sign was declared and sung. It made me think of the marketing aspect of people want to know what is in it for me, which abbreviated looks like a call sign for a radio station, WIII-FM. Be sure and describe the music, the styling, the accents, etc. And so here's what it wrote. I kind of like this. A couple things I'll note in this as we kind of go through this is I tried the prompt as it's written, and what it tends to do with the double U is it pronounces it as though it's trying to say it, and so it comes out as double ooh, not what I was looking for. Another thing is when you're asking for Udio and Suno to sing letters, but you've actually written them out, like that's WIII-FM, it tries to pronounce it. It doesn't know if you've got them capitalized or not, so what it wants to do is go with them. And that's definitely not the direction I'm trying to take things. So this is a part of that learning process. Okay, so next, I actually went to Udio, and I did the what is in it for me. I gave it a prompt based off of what I had described for me in ChatGPT, and I gave it the lyrics, and you'll notice WIII-FM. And if you break out letters that you want to be read individually with a hyphen, WIII-FM, with the dashes in between, it actually will read it. And we ended up with quite a few varieties of songs. Then I also went over to Suno, and Suno now has version 4. I used up my last couple renders of version 4 and had it write a couple songs. Now, one thing you'll note real fast in Udio is when you're writing an article or writing your lyrics and things, it tells you for lyrics you should be at 65 words or less. Now, when you go into Suno, it really has a limit. Lyrics has 3,000 characters, and the style of music, you have 200 characters, much more concise. And so I just basically put in the style of music as a simplified variation, wrote out my prompt for my lyrics, and let it run. Now, this actually ran on version 4, which I'm not paying a paying subscriber to Suno right now. So 3.5 is all that's available, but you do have 4 samples of version 4. Once those were ran, I thought, I want to share this inside a video platform. And so even though it will actually create a video, like if I come over here and do this, I can download as a video, but the video is going to create, it does this. It basically, it will give you the lyrics that's being said, and you just get a stationary image that looks almost like something you would see on Spotify. So I wanted to create a video background for my images, and so I decided to make use of my Luma Labs Dream Machine, and I wrote a prompt, create a video and a graphic illustration style of a vintage radio station with people dressed in 1960s attire, singing around a studio microphone, styled as a collage with bold. Now, I had a little bit more than that, but in a similar fashion, what it'll do is it cuts out unnecessary words and it limits your prompt. It basically refines your prompt for you. When I ran it, you'll see that I've actually got quite a few varieties of renders using this prompt. And so this is kind of fun. Each of these come up pretty decent, and you'll see that I went through and you can actually choose to change individual collections. So all these words that are circled inside of Luma Labs, love this. I can actually click on this and it gives me some options of how I could change. And when you choose one of those, so I could choose 1960s newsroom, you'll see it's now going to run this prompt, 1960s newsroom. Okay, I go back in here and I can choose, like I like what's happening here. I can choose modify, extend video, or more like this. I actually did several of those, so I'll do more like this and it'll add it to the end. And also I can come into a segment. As you mouse over, you'll notice that the prompt itself is changing. So when I come to here, studio microphone is there. When I scroll again, vinyl records is showing up. That's why we're seeing these in the image. If I click on vinyl records, you see that I've got other things available. I can click on jukebox and it adds it immediately. I'll do another thing sometime soon on Luma Labs because I want to do a full breakdown and show you all that's available. When we're dealing with video, you've also now got WIII-2 inside of Luma Labs, and there's some really great functionality for the quality of renders that you can produce using Luma Labs with WIII-2. Full circle, we go from a concept playing to the radio station. I actually wrote an entire article of WIII-FM, what all marketers need to answer. I went to Udio and Suno, created my music, went to Luma Labs, created my imagery, and I'm going to Camtasia to put it all together.
What's in it for me? The question every marketer must address.
Turn it up, tune it in. The station's got what you need to win. Marketing minds, we got the key. All about WIII-FM. WIII-FM.
The answer's clear. What's in it for me?
WIII-FM.
That's WIII-FM. What's in it for me? The question every marketer must address.
Turn it up, tune it in. The station's got what you need to win. Marketing minds, we got the key. It's all about the WIII-FM. WIII-FM. The answer's clear. What's in it for me?
WIII-FM. That's WIII-FM. What's in it for me? The question every marketer must address. Turn it up, tune it in. The station's got what you need to win. Marketing minds, we've got the key. It's all about WIII-FM. Turn it up, tune it in. The station's got what you need to win. Marketing minds, we've got the key. It's all about WIII-FM. WIII-FM. The answer's clear. What's in it for me? WIII-FM.
That's WIII-FM. What's in it for me? The question every marketer must address.
Turn it up, tune it in. The station's got what you need to win. Marketing minds, we got the key. It's all about WIII-FM. WIII-FM. The answer's clear. What's in it for me?
All right, that kind of wraps up what we're going to show for today. If this is the kind of thing you're interested in, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. Make a comment below if you have questions on how I do some of these things or you'd like me to dig deeper into them. let me know in the comments below. Also, I'm active on my Substack, which is down below, and you'll see I have daily postings in there, and I'll continue adding to the YouTube channel with other things of interest. Don't forget to remain curious. Curiosity is what drives us on. You guys have a wonderful, blessed day.